Welcome back. It's the snow season in the southern states of Australia. This was your throw. And the opportunity for both beginners and experienced snow sports fans to get out amongst the white, fluffy stuff. Joining us now for a chat about the fun to be had is Winter Olympian Stephanie Hickey.
Welcome. Morning.
How little can your kids be when you take them to the snow? Because like my friend Carrie Bickmore, who's on the project, right?
Yes.
She took her baby last weekend, he's 4, and he was nailing it.
No fear. Kids have no fear. So they can start so early and it's just so doesn't affect them. They don't mind at all.
So how young till I can throw Molly Rose down a black run?
Well, that all depends. I think my parents were throwing me down black runs pretty early.
What, 2?
Maybe a little bit young. Maybe start with the green runs. But there's ski kindy. You can put them in ski kindy really early.
For our viewers, Stephanie, you are a Winter Olympian. You're a champion snowboarder.
Yes.
What is boardercross? Because that's what you competed in 2010.
Correct.
What is it?
So it's kind of like motocross, if you guys know what the motocross is, except a motorbike, I'm on a snowboard.
Yeah.
So it's big jumps and berms and turns.
It's adrenaline.
Exactly. So it's a big obstacle course built out of snow. And but it's a race also, so it's about technique and speed.
Whoa,
so you go.
How fast are you going there?
And there's 4 at a time. I forgot to mention.
Is it quite dangerous?
You can get up to, the girls can get up to 60, 70 kilometres an hour at times. Yes.
I love how you all do it at once too. So there's the added kind of push and shove with
elbows out, absolutely. I mean, technically you're not allowed to, but it happens. That's the sport.
Do you have those like at netball really rough ones where you go, oh no, it's Juliet today and she...
Oh, I've had girls land on top of me, and I'm very small for my sport. Like a lot of the girls I race against look like they eat about 85 Weet-Bix for breakfast.
Wow.
Do you give it I'm small. You can. I mean, there's technically you're not allowed. So
when the cameras aren't watching, though,
there are judges on the course, but there are ways and means. There's only one way down the course. Yeah. So the idea is to get out in front. Get out and go.
Now
That's
tell us
the
about
idea.
An accident that you had after Vancouver.
Yeah, unfortunately I had a bit of a traumatic accident about a year and a half ago. A pretty severe back accident. I came off a jump really badly. So it took me off my board for about a year last year.
Did you know as it was happening that it was...
I knew in the air.
Oh no.
Yeah. I think that is, because what I do is so calculated to a point. It is a very risky sport, but you do know what you're doing at all times. It's the other people that are the threat on course with you. So I knew in the air that I was in trouble. I was just in the air for too long.
Do you have to go overseas, obviously, to train hard? Is Australia a good place for you to do it, or do you need to go New Zealand, Canada? What do you do?
In our winters, absolutely. I think some people say it's a disadvantage being Australian in winter sports, but we have double winters. So the sacrifice I have made is no summers in 7 years. I haven't had a summer in 7 years. So I do our winters and then I go overseas.
Look so healthy and tan.
The sun tan.
Sorry. White.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Yeah, or the goggle tan. I used to take sick days at school and then I'd come back with the little look on face. And they'd know.
It's funny that you mentioned missing summers, because I think we're very much a beach nation. You know, we love
so much
the seaside. If you're an Aussie who's never done snow, why should an Aussie go to the snow and try it out?
I think we're so lucky living in a country where we can do both. We can be in the surf one day and we can be up in the mountains another day. So I think it's just something really different that everyone should experience. And we are so lucky. I think stereotyped as such a summer country, but we can go snowboarding in our winters. There's 4 months of snow every year. And I mean, our mountains are more like hills. Compared to other countries, they're more like large hills, but they're really fun and they should be experienced. I think all kids should, go up to this time.
Yeah. We're going to have a package after the break of what you do, but some people watching, I think, associate snowboarding and skiing as a rich sport.
Absolutely.
What would you say to people that have that attitude?
Oh, very much so, and it's no secret that it's not cheap to go skiing and snowboarding, but there's so many other things you can do at the snow. You don't have to go up there and buy day tickets and go skiing and snowboarding. It's just such a fun experience, I think, for families. And it's a bit of an ageless sport, so anyone can go up and have a good time, and young and old. I think that's a good thing about the snow.
Let's have a look at people doing that. Let's get inspired and people enjoying the snow, because we're chatting with this stunning, healthy-looking snow bunny right here, Stephanie Hickey. And after the break, she'll give us a few first-timers tips for heading to the snow on a budget. Good idea.
Perfect.
You're watching The Circle.
Welcome back to The Circle. Thanks heaps for your company on our 4th last Circle ever in the history of Australian television. It's pretty amazing. We're with Winter Olympian snowboarder Stephanie Hickey, and if you've never been to the slopes, Stephanie has put together a beginner's guide to the snow. Check. Awesome. Wow. Hickey is here with us to talk about how to save money in the snow. Now, as we mentioned before, it can be expensive. If you've got any tips for making it a bit cheaper?
Definitely, everyone thinks they have to be up on the mountain to enjoy all the action, but that's not necessarily always the case, especially if you've got young kids. There's so many really good package deals. You can go up to the snow and get everything included, your ski hire, your pants, your gear, all the stuff for the kids, and just stay off the mountain, about half an hour off the mountain, and then they drive you off in the mornings.
Oh, so you don't even have to drive?
No, so that's easy.
And that takes the pressure away from all the chains and the
absolutely,
worry.
because that can be really overwhelming for people. Like the whole experience of getting there can be too overwhelming, I think, for families, and if they've got a million kids, just too hard sometimes.
I also fell in love with. I got a job on a snowfield, so that I could kind of live there for free and in my spare time.
That's a good way to do
boarding.
it. I've done that a few times myself.
I reckon you have actually. What about share accommodation? What's a good tip for that?
Best way to do it: get a few families together in the school holidays, share some accommodation. Getting a lodge is a really good way to do it. A lot of people don't even know you can do that. You just pay an annual fee, and then you can do hobby weekends where you help out around the lodge, and then it's really cheap to go up. It only costs about $40 a night then. So you just pay a small annual fee, or maybe a couple $100 a year, and then you can go up and stay cheap. You can bring friends and family as long as you're a member and help out. So
you were just at Falls Creek then, which is a beautiful resort.
We had the best weekend.
We love
blue sky and
Falls.
sunshine.
One of the tips too, when you go, like a lot of resorts, if you go and drink and eat out, it's really expensive. So how can you counteract that?
Accommodation is the best way, or get a self-contained apartment or a lodge where there's a big kitchen where you can just do all your own, eat in yourself.
Bring your own grog.
Bring your own food, bring your own booze, save a lot of money.
How many weeks do you reckon for the season from now will we have, do you think?
I reckon we've still got...
Mid-August?
Oh, mid-September, easy. To late. Last year it was open till start of October. So it always depends. Every year it's different, unfortunately, but definitely always open till about mid-September.
It's a bit like Christmas time, where how kids pray for Santa to come. In the snowfields, people pray for a dump.
Yeah, right, because Melbourne Cup usually is absolutely freezing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And often they get a dump right towards the end of October.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
you can get, and isn't it by then half-price tickets or something?
Yeah, always towards the end of the season there's really great deals.
And
so if
the
you've never done it
snowmaking
before,
machines.
You do night skiing.
And the snowmaking machines
Night
actually can
skiing's the
recreate
best.
the snow exactly. You stand next to them, they suck all the money off you, break your leg and give you Nazis. I didn't get to the funny part of that line.
It was funny anyway. But we liked it, don't worry. You'll find out more about taking a break in the snow on Circle website. And would you please thank snowboarder Stephanie Hickey?
Hi, Stephanie.